Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show. Meet the trusted experts who will give you straight answers and will help guide you on the path of later life care. Now, here's your host, founder, caregiver, and CEO, Suzanne Newman.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And we are here with Kitty Norton from Wine, Women, and Dementia. This is a film not to miss. And Kitty, you had this caregiving journey, and I'm interested in all of the times you've spoken to caregivers, you've been in audiences of caregivers, of care providers. Do you have some tips for people that are caring for loved ones?
Sure. Yeah, I have definitely some suggestions. The biggest one, and this is really the biggest theme of the film, is find your people, find your community. If you get more and more isolated, it's just debilitating, and it doesn't help your caregiving skills. It doesn't help your person. It means more caregiver burnout. You need your people. And COVID didn't do a lot for us, but even if you can't get out, there's a lot of online support groups now. There's online forums. Facebook's got some really great groups that are just for caregivers. Reddit's got a couple of great categories for, actually more than that. The Owls Connected forum is a great place to just start meeting people. And if you tend to online support group and it's not your people, don't worry about it. Just try something else. That happens. You don't meet a best friend the first time, and you don't necessarily need a best friend, but you do need somebody who understands what you're going through and can help you kind of chuckle about the silly stuff and empathize with the really difficult stuff. So that is the biggest one.
Yeah.
One of the other things I tell people, and this took a long time for me to understand, I think it's hard for most caregivers to get there, but eventually you'll figure out that you are the expert. You can go to doctor's appointments, you can talk to financial people, you can do all this stuff, you can be on the forums and getting advice, but you're the one who knows your dementia person, you're the one who knows your situation, and you're the one who knows what you're capable of. So you're the expert, and eventually you can take all the recommendations in the world and finally make your decision.
Absolutely.
If it's the wrong decision, who cares? Because the nice thing about decisions is you can try a different one if the first one isn't working.
Good point. Well, and I think the other thing is, I always use the word as advocate, because I think if you are a caregiver, one of the things that's really important is you understand your loved one's deepest values. You understand what's most important to them, and it may not be your own. I know with my mom and I, we had some conflict because I was in the beginning trying to say, oh, well, you have to do it this way. And my mom didn't want it that way. And I had to really do some work on me. And I said, this is her life. This is her decisions. And this was early in her aging when I started taking care of her. And I found the shift, and that I started thinking about what was most important to her and had to separate my own values from that.
I agree. I think one thing, being a dementia family caregiver and any caregiver helping somebody to the end of their life, you find out a lot about yourself. And for me, even the worst parts of me that came out, I was happy to know them. I was happy to know that was there. And I was happy to know, all right, now I know how to kind of avoid some of my triggers to really bring out the worst. And now I know what really inspires me and what I can aspire to. So that was big.
Yeah. And I think recognizing those things, it's like, I remember with my dialogue with my mom, and she'd push my buttons, I would learn to take a breath before I responded. And then I taught myself, Mom, I need a break. And I just go out and I would walk around the block. I would get myself separated from the situation and come back. Or if it's just to go outside on the patio for a few minutes and take, some deep breaths. I think that's the key of realizing that, their world is different than mine. They see things very differently. And so to be able to have those those moments of to condition yourself of, okay, I'm starting to react here. So it's time for me to, get grounded again, get re-grounded. And I think was a great coping tool for me.
Yes, I blew it big time sometimes, but yes, when I would remember to walk away instead of getting, okay, Mom, yes, this is going really well. I'm really happy with you. Blah, blah.
Yes. So, Kitty, again, for all of our listeners, Wine, Women, and Dementia premieres this weekend on PBS Online. And if you go if you just go to PBS Online, download the app, you'll be able to find it. Or you can just go to Answers for Elders and you can go right there. We click right to Kitty's page on her website that can give all the information. And so we'll be right back right after this. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.